Hi, I'm Eric. I started the company Napachar in 2022. We are a flame cap kiln biochar production company based in Napa and Sonoma counties of California. And we show up to burn piles of grapevines mostly and turn them into fields of biochar. All we do is pick up the wood and put it in the machine. There's a lot of skill that goes into putting it in this portable flaming pit. Nevertheless, it's a pretty simple approach. We don't do any of the biomass handling to get it into a pile, and we don't do any of the biochar application afterward. So our market is mostly vineyards who already understand the benefit of biochar in their soil. So we don't really, we do a lot of education, but they come with the word biochar already in their mind. We use flame cap kilns because we've found they're the highest conversion rate. We're biochar producers. Our main interest isn't getting rid of wood, it's making the most biochar possible out of the wood. And actually, you'll see on the char boss there, they've got their output. That's under the ideal conditions of operating it like a flame cap kiln. The thing about flame cap kilns is we can't help but operate at maximum efficiency. So burning off stuff isn't our game. You do a burn pile if you want to get rid of it. Use a flame cap kiln, in my opinion, if you want to turn it into biochar. Since starting, we've averaged 50 bone-dry tons of biochar production per burn season, which operates from November through April. So that's for grapevine biochar, which is pretty dense stuff. That's like 2 pounds per gallon, bone-dry. That works out to around 300 cubic yards of biochar. And for the vine growers, we're mostly using their vine trunks when they're replacing vineyards. So they're replanting their vineyard right afterward. And that production rate gives them about a half a gallon of biochar to put in every single planting hole for the next 30 years of vine growth, which is actually a really meaningful amount. That's equaling the 10 tons per acre rate if you imagine that you've got infinite planting, well, not infinite, but like a continuous field of planting holes. It's actually closer to a half a ton per acre if you were to spread it out over the acre swath, 6 inches deep. Our costs are the same as wood chipping, fundamentally. If you think of it in a first principles basis, we pick up wood and we put it in a machine. Now, I'm calling us artisanal biochar. Other people call us artisanal biochar, and by that I mean we're artisans. So there's something to the skill of putting in the machine that's unique, and you need to be trained, and you can do it wrong and make a lot of smoke and not a lot of biochar. Nevertheless, once you're trained up, the costs are very similar. It's mostly labor. The machine is inexpensive, and so you're paying people to do good work. And so there's a paper that came out a year ago that tallied up how many burn piles are being torched off in the forests of California every year that are under California and federal management, and who have both promised to do something better with this wood and to get rid of more of it to catch up with our burn debt. And in any case, if we used a flame cap kiln for all of that, we'd be at megaton scale tomorrow, well, next year. So I want to show you what this looks like. This is a 30-second video. We build the kilns on site. We've got a little tractor that moves the wood up close. We fill it up, light it on fire, it burns down, and now we start filling. That first bake down is important, but we can talk about that another time. Filling it up, filling it up, filling it up. The one closest is going to finish first. Notice you don't see much smoke. It's pretty much smokeless. Okay, we've measured it. We're opening it. We're quenching it. That's 8 cubic yards of biochar there. We do the same thing on the other side, and that was the day. So we just made 16 cubic yards of biochar, 3 tons, 3 bone-dry tons. And that project, you can see the mounds in front. That's the first 4 days of production, so that's another 60 cubic yards of biochar. And in the background is 1 more day. So in this 6-day project, we produced 80 cubic yards, which is the same you get from one of those semi-truck loads of Pacific biochar in my area. And we made it right on site, and it went right back into that vineyard. And we got paid a living wage to do it. So I'm really leaning into this artisanal thing. I'm into, home-baked sourdough, and I think that this is the baguette of biochar. It's always going to be high-temperature wood biochar. which means it's high carbon, it's low H2C, it's got great permanence, and we understand its value in the soil really well. It's the appropriate scale. One of these kilns can process, they can process an acre a day. It's made on site, and it's made by an artisan, so the money's going to the people who care for the land. Snap a quick photo and follow up.